Alright, so job blog at G4, number 4. As usual, no headway. So this is about, 5 weeks or so after I've started this idea. And, yeah, no, nothing yet. But no cease and desist, no, personal communications from any of the staff at G4 saying, hey, Sky, we understand what you're doing, but, just give it up, buddy, or try this or that. And I know that they are aware of what I'm doing, especially on the forums. Everybody else is aware of it. The other thing is that some of the guys, what's his name? I don't know, but some of the guys, they're kind of giving me a little too much attention, in my opinion. And it's like negative attention in some ways, and it's just I appreciate it, but at the same time, any too much attention given to me will lead to or create negative attention, and that's what I'm worried about. That's what I don't want to have happen. Because I'm not trying to do a Jerry Springer here. I'm just trying to give a honest and just simple opinion and a simple request, or just a simple message of who I am and what I'm doing, and they are. It gives opportunity for people to ridicule what I'm doing, which is going to happen regardless. I just kind of don't want that to happen, because I don't want, because especially in a forum situation, you can have your opinion, and it can be well thought out, well put together, but somebody can point out one problem, one mistake, one flaw about it, and greatly expand on that too, and that can lead to just miscommunication, negativity, or even your whole message is gone, is lost, because of the subsequent flood of ideas or responses that are that in a lot of ways work against your original intention. So that's why I just don't want too much negative attention on me for that purpose. As far as the other interesting aspect is how Olivia, her grandfather just passed away, so she left, and the sympathy messages started flowing, and of course there are the few people who are very negative towards her, and for whatever purpose, whatever reason, some are semi-genuine complaints about her abilities on before the camera, and others are just simply bizarre insults and criticism which have no base. And Olivia finally responded in the forums and said, I'm a little hesitant on posting a message here because of how negative some of the comments will be, can and are. And even after that, there were some negative comments, negative responses again. And to me, in my own way, I'm experiencing that myself, especially with my pursuit of a job. And what I've kind of realized, and I kind of knew this before, but you really have to apply it in the same place. And I think that guys like Kevin and Will and the other stars, they apply the same reasoning that you're going to have positive and negative people, and you're also going to have people who they simply just want to use you. It's what you have to do is figure out, you can figure out right away, who are the negative guys? Don't respond to them. Just don't give them ammunition. Don't feed the fire. In some cases, because why waste your energy? Why bother? Why get stressed about it? The other aspect is, then there's people who do appreciate you and like you, but they're going to want, some of them are going to try to use you, especially because you're a celebrity. And this is the case especially with Kevin Pereira and his, Kevin's forums. The interaction with the online community just spawned so many posts that, some are genuine, some are actual genuine posts saying hey, what about this or that, and some of those were, did get some airtime, And it's because, I mean, partly it was for attention, but also because they were genuine and they were interesting. You know, they were enlightening. And then, of course, you see, you know, some people respond to them in, like, a variety of ways. And that happens in any community, you know. And that's something else I've realized is that I for some reason, I guess I've been a part of a number of different communities through my lifetime, or different groups. And it's just amazing just how the more I experience, the more it seems that, yeah, you know, different communities, they are similar in a lot of ways. You're going to have, you know, a central idea and theme that everybody rallies around, and then you're going to have a person who is a person or a group that are considered the leaders or the elite, and then you're going to have a group of people who are considered the sort of outsiders or the negative Nancy's, you know, the people that challenge the mainstream, challenge the core of that idea in some ways, and then you have the people who are supporters and positive of the idea, and people who are negative and criticize the idea. And part of that is the fact that, you know, if you put no restrictions, no limits, no punishments even on people and their behavior, then you're going to have people who they are going to take advantage. They are going to do bad and mean things to each other, or they're going to, you know, scream out negative things because there's positive and negative attention, and if you can't get one, you know, you get the other, pretty much. And I know from personal experience because, you know, growing up, not having too many friends, and so how did I, you know, get attention? Well, I picked on other people. I made enemies instead of friends. So, yeah, that took me a while to overcome and figure out. You know, and I think that for the personalities, the personalities of G4, that's why a lot of them, they just don't respond to people who email them. You know, one, because they get like 100 personal messages a day, you know, saying, hey, this and that, you know, and I can totally see that. It just gets nuts, and it's just ridiculous, you know. It's like, why even try keeping up? You just, you know, you see a bunch of things like, you know, hey, you rock, you know, you're awesome, this and that, and you're just like, okay, and for some of them, it becomes a chore to just, you know, to show appreciation to the fans. You know, you want to show appreciation to all the fans, but if 1 out of every 5 emails is you suck, or you're bad, or why don't you leave, why don't you do this or that, you get jaded. So, you know, and I don't think like a lot of people, especially on the forums, realize that you know, just everybody, you know, who has some star power, you know, they just get tired of it. They get tired of the attention, you know, and that's why, like, Eminem, you know, wrote a whole song about it. Said, you know, hey, I'm thankful for every fan that I get, but, you know, can I at least go to the bathrooms without somebody waiting outside, you know, for me to finish, you know? And I just want to, you know, I just want to enjoy lunch, not have people bug me and my kid while we're, you know, eating. So, you know, I just think that that is, you know, a problem with fame, and even, you know, and, you know, the interesting aspect of internet fame is that people have more access to celebrities. So in this little microcosm of G4, just the access is a lot more open. There's a lot more, you know, you can directly email the person, you can directly send a message to the person, and it's a private communication. And that's what you imagine it as, is that, you know, oh, well, I am personally, you know, communicating to this guy. I'm personally expressing something to them. And in some cases they respond. Whenever I get a response from them, I treat it as, you know, genuine, and that, you know, well, I'm going to, you know, just share something, you know, with them. I'll give them my advice or my opinion or my message, and I'm honest with them the whole time. So, like, even with the case of Olivia, you know, she emails me, and I kind of, you know, gave her some suggestions. I hope she didn't take them as, you know, in the wrong way. It's just that, you know, I want to see her improve, or not improve, but I want to see her succeed. You know, and maybe she can improve. You know, she talked about, you know, not getting some acting gigs, and I think that, you know, if she just added to her skill set, you know, if she added the number of skills on her resume and what she knew and was capable of, that would really help her, you know, with some jobs and other opportunities. And it's the same with all the other guys on there. On top of that is